The richest man to ever live was a black man. I don't make the rules. It's wild to me because when I ask people if they've heard of Alexander the Great, they say yes. When I ask people if they've heard of Julius Caesar, they say yes. When I ask people if they've heard of Cleopatra, they say yes. But when I ask if people have heard of a man named Mansa Musa, like it looks like I'm crazy, which is crazy because how do you not know about the richest man to ever live? I'll back up a little bit. Mansa Musa was a man who lived in 13th and 14th century West Africa. This is pre-transatlantic slavery. This is pre-European colonialism. This is a time when West Africa was incredibly wealthy because of the gold naturally found in the land. And the Empire of Mali was especially wealthy, and they were able to take that gold and use it for trade routes all around the world. This made Mansa Musa incredibly wealthy, like a level of wealth that most of us really can't comprehend. Now, by all accounts, Mansa Musa was a very loved and very well liked emperor. He was also a devout Muslim. He actually went on a very famous pilgrimage called the Hajj. This is something that Muslims still do today. And on this pilgrimage, he actually gave out a lot of gold. He gave out gold to basically anybody who looked at him. This is really nice, except that he gave out too much gold. And when I say too much gold, I mean he accidentally crashed the economies of several cities. And yeah, he did fix it eventually, but I want you all to know that to date, he's the only person to ever single handedly control the price and value of gold. During this pilgrimage, he took about 60,000 people, 12,000 of which were slaves, and there are historic accounts that say that he gave all 12,000 of his slaves a golden staff to carry as they walked, just because he could. Some of you all are wondering how this could possibly be true. How is it that he could be the richest man to ever live? Well, it turns out that historians have actually taken Mansa Musa's estimated wealth and using inflation calculated how much he would have been worth had he been alive today. What these historians found was that his inflation adjusted net worth was about $400 billion. For reference, Jeff is only worth about 132 billion. Elon Musk is worth only 200 billion. That's still half of what Mansa Musa was worth. If you think it's a coincidence that the richest man to ever live was a black man and most people don't know about it, it's not. Black history has been systematically erased for centuries. This is textbook white supremacy. My professor told me once, though, never be sorry for not knowing, only be sorry for not caring to know. Anyway, if you want to know more about black history, follow me.